This week at Interior.
No challenge poses a greater threat to future generations than climate change.
Climate change and its challenges to the nation's future prosperity and security among the highlights this week as President Obama delivered his sixth State of the Union address. During his speech, the president pointed out that 2014 was the planet's warmest year on record and that 14 of the 15 warmest years on record have come in this century. The president said if we don't act forcefully, we'll continue to see rising oceans, longer, hotter heat waves, dangerous droughts and floods, and massive disruptions.
That's why over the past 6 years, we've done more than ever to combat climate change, from the way we produce energy to the way we use it. That's why we've set aside more public lands and waters than any administration in history. And that's why I will not let this Congress endanger the health of our children by turning back the clock on our efforts. I am determined to make sure that American leadership drives international action.
A new study this week from USGS shows melting glaciers aren't just impacting rising sea levels, they're also affecting the flow of organic carbon into the world's oceans. Scientists say the loss of glaciers and the release of ice-locked carbon will affect high-latitude marine ecosystems and the productivity of aquatic life. Polar ice sheets and mountain glaciers cover 11% of the Earth's surface and contain about 70% of the planet's fresh water. Check out the study's details at usgs.gov. Another milestone this week for commercial wind energy development offshore North Carolina, the release of an environmental assessment supporting a potential lease sale for more than 300,000 acres of federal waters. It's all part of the president's climate action plan to create American jobs, develop clean energy resources, and cut carbon pollution. Find out more at bohm.gov. Secretary Jewell answered questions about energy development, conservation, and climate change as part of the White House's annual Big Block of Cheese Day, a day when administration officials talk directly to the public they serve through social media. The name of the event commemorates the day when President Andrew Jackson had an actual giant block of cheese brought to the White House, and Americans were invited to slice off a portion. The Land and Water Conservation Fund's success story is on display this week as Secretary Jewell and administration officials met with mayors of Denver, Fort Worth, and Salt Lake City and the City Parks Alliance. The mayors discussed how the fund helps their cities by investing in urban parks and open spaces, which in turn boosts the local economy and public health. Secretary Jewell has called for full and permanent funding of the Land and Water Conservation Fund, recognizing the fund as one of the nation's most effective tools for creating and protecting urban parks and open spaces for kids to play and learn. And Secretary Jewell hit the road late this week in support of the president's climate themes from his State of the Union speech. Secretary Jewell, with Bureau of Land Management staff and oil and gas industry representatives out in Carlsbad, New Mexico, touring the Permian Basin, the nation's second largest oil and gas play. She's there to learn more about technological innovations to reduce harmful methane emissions from oil and gas operations on public lands, all in support of the Obama administration's climate action goals to reduce those emissions by 40 to 45% by 2025. That's This Week at Interior.